auction tonight. It's going to be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it's loaded with stuff.
What's some of the good stuff?
The chairs.
The chairs are the good stuff?
Well, I remodeled the place, so now the chairs, you have way more seating in here.
That's true. There are a lot of chairs.
And there's a lot of space, which is good because before it was crowded, and now it's crowded and there's more room. I don't blame them. I don't want to come out too. No, it's a fun auction tonight. I've got all kinds of cool stuff in here, so. Yep, antique dolls. What else I got up there? The antique dolls are cool. That lamp is really neat. It's kind of like a pear point. It's not pear point, but it's a reverse painted shade. It's probably from the 1920s. It's a good old thing, 100-year-old painted shade lamp. That's really cool. Antique dolls are fun. I got those Stife Bears. Sometimes Stife Bears do really well in here, and sometimes they don't. It just depends on who's here for the night. Tin toys. Everybody likes tin toys. That little tractor, or that truck with the trailer on it, that's Roy Rogers. Yeah, that's a really cool thing. There's some other cool the coolest thing over there, as far as I'm concerned, the coolest thing is that horsehide vintage motorcycle jacket. That one's a grayish. It's quarter horse. It's the front quarter of the horse. Those are cool. They use horsehide. They still do on some of those because it's really tough. So if you crash your motorcycle, it keeps your flesh off the ground. The other cool thing up there is that cast iron. That's all good old Hubley cast iron, antique, 100+ year old. But that gnome, that cast iron gnome is just fabulous. That is a good old piece. And he's got good paint too. He's probably got 80% of his paint on him, which is how they grade the old cast iron. That's a really neat thing. Go Chiefs! More of the vintage toys. Got some vintage toys. That's going to be kind of fun. A lot of vintage toys. Flats full of antiques. I got several flats of watches this week. Those are really cool. Those are oilcloth dolls. They're Gasoline Alley from like the 1920s, I think. Does it say 20s on it? Yeah. So Gasoline Alley was a cartoon strip in the 1920s. And those dolls are just super cool pieces of Americana. What else is back there? More of the pinups. Yep. It's a one-owner collection of pinups tonight. The gentlemen really like those too, so they're all gallery matted and framed. Those are really fun. What else? Oh, those flats right beside you right there on this table that's out of the way behind you, those are outstanding. They're full of jewelry and smalls, little pieces of advertising. I think there's a whole bunch of sterling in there as well. That's a really cool batch of stuff. We're going to sell that by the flat, but there are some really good flats in there tonight. Back in the back, what else is over there? More watches. Yeah, there's lots of watch flats. I've got a whole bunch of toys. There's a couple of really good scrapbooks in here. That one's fantastic. There's a whole bunch of antique cast iron and vintage cast iron, probably some 70s cast iron too. And then I got a whole collection of records we're going to sell. Yeah, I've got a little dab of glass this week. We have, coming up, a whole entire collection of uranium glass. The uranium glass is really cool and it's pretty. Plus they shot it regular and under UV, and it's just going to look spectacular. But the glass we have for tonight's auction is a little bit of Fenton. I see some Fenton in there. There's a really good Royal Vienna plate, that portrait plate from Royal Vienna. That's a really good thing. That one is signed with a beehive mark on the back. And then we have the glass faces. They want to be, oh, it'll come to me in a minute. Anyway, mid-century glass faces. Some more glass in the back. I think there's Orfers and Blanco. What else is down there? Oh, that's cool stuff too. A little dab of Fenton and some signed glass paperweights. So they're signed by the artists who made those, as well as, what else is in there? Oh, that's Yadro and more of the little glass paperweight. Yeah, some fun glass in there. There's even some glass on the bottom. These are pretty neat. These ones on the bottom, on this bottom shelf, so these are the characters theater actresses, the famous theater actresses glass, and their portraits are on there. It's kind of hard to see it in the video, but yeah, I've got portraits of famous theater actresses or actors. A whole bunch of that's in there. It's really cool. And there's kind of glass all over the place tonight. We're going to have glass, you know, in the flats too. Some of it's better, some of it's not, but there's a lot of it in here, yeah. Oh, that's always cool. So the soda pop bottles in the old carrier crates, the wood crates are cool, great advertising, and then the bottles in them make them even better. And like the Orange Crush, I have two different kinds of Orange Crush in there tonight. Those are the orange soda bottles, the Beehive style. That one is cool. That's the darker bottle, and those are really neat. And then I think I have the lighter bottles of Orange Crush and Beehive as well. So we'll sell all of that. Those are really fun. More, oh, the ephemera, oh yeah, those are fantastic. The 1930s swimsuits. I've got two of these yard longs. These are photos from the 1930s of beauty pageants, but on the beach. So you get all the girls in the 1930s and 20s bathing suits, and they are just fantastic. I will say the top ones, the swimsuits on the top are older, so I think they're a little better. The ones from the bottoms, probably from the late 30s, early 40s. The top one's definitely from the mid 30s, and you can see the difference in styles. Like this one's just got crazy, crazy styles in it. People wearing hats, it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful image. And I think it says which beach that one's on right in the middle of it too. So yeah, really, really cool. What's that say, 1920? Yeah, 1920. Pretty neat. And again, that's all been framed up. That's museum quality framing too. So someone spent thousands of dollars to frame all this stuff. It's all in museum frames, in UV glass. It is really cool. Yeah, the pinups are wonderful. Those are all original pinups too from the 1950s and 40s. Pretty cool. Not that one, thank you. I don't want to get my stream shut down. What else is there? Oh yeah, those are cool. Those are 1950s debutante dresses, 1950s and 60s. They're made with tulle, which is like a fluffy kind of material. Really cute, really cool vintage dresses. There's also some Marine Corps uniforms, old football uniforms. What else is on there? Yeah, that's good old stuff there. That's fun. Lots of ephemera. So they like paper in here, and all this paper is really fun. It's Americana. It's all really kind of bold imagery. It's a great way to understand the past too, because you know you can really understand what the culture was like by how they created these images. That one's fabulous. So yeah, we'll sell that. That's a good piece there. Always lots of postcards. Steel plate printing. Those are book plate prints. There's those are liquor taxes. So back in the day, your liquor would be taxed, and that was the tax stamp they'd put on it. That's an unused sheet. Pretty cool. Although my understanding now is that Gen Z doesn't drink at all. So that's a win for everybody, or a loss. I don't know. Oh yeah, there you go. It's a black cat. You gotta love a black cat. So on these flats like this, you'll see stuff in little boxes. We sell that stuff in those little boxes by the box. So you're buying everything in that box by bidding on it. Some Yadro, but not Yadro, a little bit of Hummels, some glass, more jewelry. There's jewelry kind of everywhere in the building. Oh, that thing's really cool. So that thing right there, here, I'm gonna walk over there and show it to you. This is neat. So this is a Victorian viewer. Now you won't be able to see it because the image won't show 3D on the thing. But so this viewer, you take the viewer like this, pretty cool piece, and then you would take this card, and this card would go in here. And when you held it up and you looked through it, you could see the image in 3D, which is kind of fun technology for like 1930. But yeah, 3D image, and there's a lot of these color slides in this one too. So that'll be a fun thing to sell. Everybody likes those. It's just a classic American antique.
Tell me about these boots over here.
Oh, these are fabulous. Tony Lama boots. This gentleman wanted to play golf with his friends, and he was a bit of a Western aficionado. So he decided he didn't want to play in golf shoes. So he had these converted to golf cleats. So, so I've never seen a pair like them. But yeah, a pair of, I think they're Tony Lama. Yeah, Tony Lama. A pair of Tony Lama cowboy boots converted to golf cleats. Pretty neat. Never seen that before. Yeah, records. Records are always good. What else is fun? More jewelry over there. A little dab of jewelry behind you. And then lots of miscellaneous kind of flats of just smalls. It is definitely a fun auction tonight. Yeah, we just throw the miscellaneous smalls in those. And again, you just buy the whole flat, so you get a whole bunch of stuff for your money. What else is cool? But teddy bears, those are always fun. They're not great, but they're fun. Oh yeah, over here, lots of fun stuff over here. This whole table will sell choice off of the table. You're buying the flat, but you're buying choice flat. And we've got jewelry in all of these again. So these are all filled up. You buy them by the flat. Neat old sewing machine. They don't usually sell for very much in here, but it is a good sewing machine, so we'll try it. Flatware, horsey poos. This is kind of fun. These are a whole flat of 1970s headshots from TV series. So Charlie's Angels, Magnum PI, Bonanza, and they just keep John Wayne. They just keep going on and on. That's a fun little flat. There's also some stuff like this. Look, this is kind of fun. Lincoln pennies. So you're getting all the Lincoln cents. You're buying the whole book of it. That's a pretty neat thing. The wheat pennies and more. Oh, this is cool too. This is an early shaving stand. So your shaving stuff would go in here, and then you would shave in front of this mirror as a shaving. And it probably was a shelf. It probably sat like this. I'm sure it did. So it would mount up there. You'd shave in this, and then up here you could put like your shaving mug and your straight razors. It's a really neat thing. More clocks. If you're buying stuff for eBay to sell, don't buy clocks. Clocks are terrible right now. What's over here? More smalls, miscellaneous, kind of weird stuff. Lincoln Library, Essentials of Information. But yeah, we kind of sell everything. We will sell everything in this room tonight, too. That's kind of fun. Oh, the dollhouse is neat. I've got a really cool dollhouse tonight. Give you a tour of it. Every room is full of miniatures. Yeah, the one with the little tree is really cool. It's all just kind of wonderful vintage. And that one's got a Ouija board. Travel trunk, bedroom sets. It's a cool dollhouse. We're going to sell this with all the stuff in it. So we'll see what it does. It's kind of fun. Got this nice English desk too. Needs a little bit of work, but these are pretty valuable. This one's a little rough, but these are pretty valuable. Lighted globes, teddy bear collection, Star Wars puzzles. These are my favorite things in here tonight. These are going to be expensive, I think. These are original 1950s pinups. That's Jane Mansfield. She's cool. And Marilyn Monroe. That's the first generation. Both the Marilyn Monroes are 1953. The first one's hand-colored. The second one, well, that one's not. That's Madeline Castle. The second one is print-colored. But they are fabulous. Not the last one, Tammy. Not the last one. Electronics, yep, Sunfire, those are fun. Antique quilts, that's always good. Bose, I have two of the Bose radios and a bunch of these rugs. So you're getting all these carpets tonight too. One of the really good things in here is this salt glaze jug, crock. This one is Red Wing. This is really early. This one has the 4 and the swoosh on it. Earlier piece. That should bring a few $100s. And this one's kind of fun too. So salt glaze is cool. They get the kiln really, really hot. They throw salt on top of this, and the salt would interact with the heat, and you'll get this nice glaze. That's why it's called salt glaze. This is a number 3 jug, and you can see where the salt dripped out of the ceiling. Big gobs of it got on this jug. Makes a really pretty jug. It's way more interesting like that. Majolica dog, that's always cool. This is Italian Majolica ware. And I think that's a better one too. I think that one's going to do really well. I don't really know. It's hard to say because it's auction, but it should do really well. Molds, these are little lamb molds, cast iron. And I have a ton of sterling silver this week. I think right now, or an hour ago, sterling was $92 an ounce. And that is a 10-ounce bar. So that should bring almost $1,000 tonight. And that's a 5-ounce proof coin. That's United States 999 silver, 5-ounce proof coin. And it's worth about $500 right now. Along with some coins too, the Morgans and watches and smalls. It definitely all makes for a good auction. What else you got? I think that's about it. If you're in town, you should come out. If you're not in town, you should watch. It is a really fun environment. Oh yeah, we are. Hey, listen, if you're watching right now, if you want to come back, we're going to stream this auction live from about 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. You can come back and watch all this stuff sell in that 2.5 hour time period. So if you want to tune in around 6 o'clock Central Time, we're going to sell all the stuff in here, and you can watch it go. It's going to be fun.